Hypothermia wasn't a distant threat reserved for Arctic units or men trapped in blizzards. It struck everywhere. Cold rain, fog-drenched marshes, frozen trenches, night patrols where temperatures fell faster than morale. In every front of the Second World War, men went numb, slowed down, and quietly slipped into danger long before the enemy got a chance to fire. That's what makes the forgotten pocket mirror tactic stand out. It wasn't issued as a survival device, wasn't part of any official cold weather doctrine, yet it saved lives in places where fires weren't allowed, and body heat had to be managed with precision, not hope. The first soldiers who discovered this trick weren't following orders. They were trying to stay alive with whatever they had left. That alone should make anyone studying wartime survival pay attention. You'll hear old veterans say that warmth was a form of ammunition. You lost it, you lost options, you kept it, you kept fighting. And this tiny polished surface, usually taken for shaving or signalling, turned into a quiet battlefield tool that helped men hold on to the few degrees of heat that meant the difference between shivering and shutting down. And by the time we finish this breakdown, you'll understand how this small tool worked, why it mattered, and how the same principle still applies today for anyone spending time outdoors in the cold. The reason a mirror mattered so much is because fires were dangerous luxuries. A cigarette glow could give away a position. A match could be spotted by a sniper. But every soldier still produced heat, even if only a little, and anything that could keep that heat from escaping was worth its weight in gold. Men on the Eastern Front wrote about leaning over a single candle, hands cupped, trying to get just a moment of relief. What changed everything was when some began angling their pocket mirrors toward the small flames, so every bit of radiant heat bounced directly onto their hands or faces. It wasn't about creating more heat, it was about refusing to waste any. The mirror turned a single flame into a functional warming zone. If you try it today with a candle and a metal surface behind your hand, you'll feel the difference in seconds. That gain kept fingers responsive long enough to reload, dress wounds, or stay alert on watch. Another adaptation grew from necessity when men realized how fast they lost heat through the face. Without modern balaclavas, skin froze faster than many expected. Some soldiers held their mirrors close, let their own breath fog the surface, and used the warm condensation as a temporary thermal shield. It sounds small, yet it bought time. On long night watches or patrol halts, they breathed into the mirror for half a minute, then held it near the cheeks or nose. That simple pocket of warmth stalled the numbness long enough to remain functional. Anyone who has spent time outdoors in biting cold knows how fast facial stiffness can derail judgment and awareness. This method still works. Hold a small metal or glass surface near your face, breathe onto it, and press the warmed reflection toward the skin. It's primitive, but effective. The mirror also became a lifesaver in ways few expected. Hypothermia often weakens the voice long before the mind shuts down. Soldiers who collapsed couldn't call out. But many could still tilt a mirror toward whatever light broke through the snow or fog. One of the most documented incidents happened in the Apennine Mountains, when a soldier trapped in a whiteout managed to flash a glint toward his unit. The signal cut through conditions that drowned out sound. That reflection saved 3 lives. To this day, hikers still carry signal mirrors for the same reason. They never run out of batteries, and they require almost no strength to use. Angle the mirror toward the sun or headlights. Look for the bright spot on your hand, then sweep it slowly toward where rescuers likely are. That method has saved people across decades. Even hand warming turned strategic. Frozen fingers, ended missions. Soldiers used the mirror to redirect heat from naturally warm parts of the body, like armpits, chest, or even inside a helmet warmed by your own breath, directly onto their hands. Set the mirror under the jacket, aim it toward the torso, and just hold your hands above it. The warmth reflects upward without exposing the core to the outside air. It's honestly one of the simplest forms of microheat management you can practice today if you ever get caught outdoors without gloves. The heart of this entire tactic is actually pretty simple. Humans leak heat constantly. A reflective surface slows that leak by bouncing some of it back where it's needed. Modern gear, it uses the same idea. Survival blankets, metallized, winter shelters, lined with reflective interiors, even insulated flasks maintain heat with reflectivity. Soldiers were, in fact, doing the same thing long before engineers built it into gear. This is why that pocket mirror deserves more respect than people give it. It was a heater, a shield, a signal, and a lifeline, when used with intention. Anyone heading into cold weather can still apply these old lessons with the tools they already carry. If you value deep-cut wartime survival knowledge that stands the test of time, go ahead and subscribe to Warfare Frontlines and share this video with someone who respects field-tested history that still matters today.